So welcome back to another episode, everyone. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the different basic badminton techniques so you can learn them all. Okay, I'm going to break this down into 5 different sections. The first is the forehand versus the backhand. And secondly, I'm going to talk about service. So there is the forehand serve and backhand serve, and of course I'll cover the typical use case. So after which, I will then break down the different techniques and starting from the back. So I'll talk about the techniques that are used in the back court, followed by the mid court, and then the front court. So the goal of this video is for you to learn the different jargons, the different techniques, and for you to explore. You know, if you haven't tried those techniques, try them out, learn them, master them. So in this video, do note though that I will not cover the cross shot. So in every technique that I cover, there will be the straight and then there's the diagonal shot. So just bear that in mind so that you can practice that after you've watched this video. So let's begin. So there are 2 types of badminton grip, the backhand grip as well as the forehand grip. So the forehand grip starts from about the 11 o'clock all the way to about your 5 o'clock. And then subsequently you switch the backhand grip for the rest of the area. Of course, there are some overlaps. Like you can use backhand as far as this corner, or you can use backhand as high as here. There are 2 types of serve. The first is the forehand serve, and then there's the backhand serve. So typically when people do the forehand serve, they use it to do the high serve. The reason being is that the forehand serve gives you better range of motion. So because of that, you're able to generate more power, and hence it makes more sense to serve the high serve with the forehand. The second is the backhand serve. People use the backhand to serve low shots. And the reason being is that there is a smaller range of motion, so it looks, or the opponent perceives it as being a lot faster. Of course, there are exceptions where people use the forehand for low serve and then the backhand for high serve. Okay, so now that we've covered the service, let's move over to the back court. The back court, there's 3 different techniques: the lock, the drop, the smash. Or in other words, if you have difficulty remembering them, one easy way to do it is to think of it as a high ball, a low ball, and an attacking shot. So one high, one low, one attack. Alright, so let's start with the high ball, also known as the lob or the clear, depending on where you stay. So they have different terms. So the lobbing is a high ball from the baseline of your court to the opponent's court. So this basically forces the opponent to move to the back of the court. There are variations in this technique, like the attacking lob, defensive lob, but I will not cover that in this video. So for this, we just learned the basic lobbing technique. So the second, which is the soft shot at the back, is called the drop shot. So the drop shot is a soft ball that lands around the service line. This forces your opponent to move forward, opening up the rest of the court for you to attack. Alright, so last but not least is the smashing technique. This is everybody's favorite technique. People love to use this technique because it sounds very nice, it is beautiful if it's done right. It's a very aggressive, downward, fast-moving shot that people use to end the rally. Alright, so now we move over to the mid-court. For the mid-court, there's again 3 different techniques, same rule of thumb: one high ball, one low ball, and one attacking shot. Alright, so the high shot is called the lift. So of course there's both sides. I'm going to demonstrate just the backhand corner. So this is the lifting technique, and the second is the block. So typically we use block when people smash, and then you try to take that smash. You use the block to kind of place the shuttle in the front. So other terminologies include block, placing, soft touch. Last but not least is the drive shot. So the drive is the attacking shot played at the mid court. It's usually used as a form of counter attack when people smash or they do a loose, weakly controlled shot in the middle. You try to drive the shuttle to attack the opponent. Alright, so now we move over to the front of the court. Again, you would think that there's 3 different techniques, but no, there's 4. Alright, so again, there is the high, there's the low, and there's the attacking shot. But in the front, there's one additional shot in which I will explain in more details in a while. Alright, so let's start off with the high shot. So the high shot is known as, again, lift or clear. So when you lift the shuttle or clear the shuttle, again, you want to push the opponent to the back of the court, and for the net shot, you want to push the opponent to the front of the court. And there are other variations such as the spin net, and a lot of the deception shots are also played at the front of the court. Last but not least, we move on to the attacking shot, also known as the net kill, or in Singapore we call it the tap. Alright, so tap, net kill, or kill the shuttle, many ways of calling it, but the idea is that it's an attacking shot at the front of the net, typically used to end the rally. Okay, so for the front of the court, I would like to add an additional technique known as the flick, or other people might call it the push. What's so different about the push is that the push is taken below the net. So typically, like for the net kill or the tap shot, you take the shuttle above the net, you hit the shuttle down. But for the flick, you take the shuttle below the net with the objective of hitting the shuttle flat, kind of like a drive towards the back of the court. So the flick is attacking shot used to catch your opponent off guard, to put them in a very uncomfortable position because the shuttle travels very quickly towards the back of your opponent's court. Alright, so we've covered the different techniques in the back, middle, front court. If you can't remember, there is the high shot, there is the low shot, and then there is the attacking shot. And this will help you practice all the variations in game. Okay, so we've come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new. And just bear in mind, you need to keep practicing all the various techniques. Trust me, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. It's going to take a lot of time, but keep persevering and eventually you're going to learn them all. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. Wait a minute. You remember that technique we were talking about, the baseline hard attacking shot? What's it called? That's right. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye bye.